And here we go. Jalen Bridges, the 6'7", 220-pound do-it-all forward for the Baylor Bears. There's a lot to love about this guy's game. He's going to go in the second round, in my opinion, but you're going to get a steal of a deal in the second round because he's got a stroke, man. Shoots the ball at over 41% from the three ball, almost 50% from the field. He rebounds for you at over 5.7 rebounds per game. Really long arms, get you over about a steal a game. Doesn't turn the ball over, makes good decisions. I can't wait to get into the film. But before we get into all that, I want to thank our newest subscribers and our channel members like Eric, Pedro, and Alex. Thank you for subscribing. Really appreciate the support. This channel is growing like wildfire. We are going to be doing live streams on Wednesdays. Don't forget to stop by those live streams. Whenever you become a channel member, you get special badges, special privileges, super chats. Make sure your question gets read during the stream. You can super chat us, and that question goes right to the front of the line. I'll explain it more during the live stream, but let's get right into the film. All right, out of a timeout, Baylor drew up this play, and it's going to have Jalen Bridges, the 6'7", 220-pound small forward, be the initiator, and he just puts a nice lob pass into the post right on his teammate for the bucket. All right, let's watch Jalen Bridges here at the top of the key isolated. They clear it out for him. They go 1-4 low, and he goes to work and just buries it. All right, so here we're going to see Jalen Bridges just turn a little defense into offense. You'll notice that the Texas guys get a little sloppy with the ball, and he just pilfers it. Nice instincts, able to handle on the break, and then take the contact and get to the free throw line. Now, something I would like to point out that a lot of people don't realize, I know Jalen Bridges has played basketball for a long time. I think he's a fifth-year senior. Yeah, he's played 5 years. He redshirted at West Virginia, and he played 2 more years at West Virginia and then 2 years at Baylor. But what they don't realize is that Bridges is an 82% free throw shooter. You could have Jacoby Walter shooting this. He's the star knockdown shooter for Baylor, but instead it's the fifth-year senior Jalen Bridges, 82% from the free throw line, taking the technical free throw. He's got such a nice stroke, man. I love his stroke. Watch him just stay calm, no wasted motion, beautiful release, beautiful touch, knocks him down. Another thing at 6'7" that Bridges gives you is off the ball shooting. He shoots it at over 41% from three. This corner three is like a layup for him. And another thing about Jalen Bridges is he never comes off the floor. There's been Misi's been substituted out, the other guard's been substituted out, but Bridges stays on the floor. He plays 31 minutes a game out of a possible 40. He only rests 8 to 9 minutes per game. So he's always on the floor because he does so much for your team. He's just a glue guy, man. Big wing, 3-and-D guy at the next level. Now this shows the versatility of Bridges. He was guarding a perimeter player earlier. Now he's guarding a big. But what I want to point out here is something he needs to work on. He needs to move his feet a little bit quicker on these DHO situations. Like right here, this got to be quicker, right? He's got to communicate to his teammate that he's going to switch or go over. He's got to communicate that, and they got to do a better job of passing this off because it's just too late. So this is what I like about Jalen Bridges. They're playing a zone here. He goes to dig on the post player because he had his back turned. It's a calculated gamble to try to get a steal, but watch his feet. Slides his feet, cuts off the drive, right back into the action. Causes the miss there. Just playing sound, fundamental help defense. All right, on this rep, we're going to watch Jalen Bridges again coming off a PNR. 6'7", just how easy he gets into that stroke. We're going to have a beef check here. He's on balance. That elbow is definitely in. He's going to follow through high using those long arms. just knocked down. Here we have Bridges operating off of a PNR on the weak side of that PNR, and he's going to get the ball back, and he's going to make it happen, man, with the handle. Just one crossover, getting into his form, drills it. You love to see it. Jalen Bridges has hit a few threes, so now they're starting to crowd him. And what I want you to pay attention to is not the end result, but how he gets out of this. He spins, creates separation, a little stutter and go. Just couldn't get it to drop. I like what I'm seeing. Bridges literally does a little bit of everything. This time they're going to run a little motion offense. The point guard's going to set a back screen on Bridges' man. He's going to come all the way around for three. The big man's going to set a pin down here, and you're going to get Bridges with some movement shooting, and you love to see this on his tape. That movement shooting, got his feet set. Let that puppy fly. All right, so now they're in man-to-man. They're out of their zone. Baylor matches up Bridges against the best offensive player for Texas. He's a scoring machine. Let's watch him go to work here, move his feet. Gets him a little uncomfortable and causes the turnover. We're going to let this play run because now Bridges gets to heat it up. Here we have Jalen Bridges coming off of a pin down again, where the guard comes across, cracks, and then you get a seal here. But what I want you to really pay attention to is how he can mix things up, man. The guard fights through, and now he's into his actions, plays a little two-man game with Misi, gets to that baseline, and puts some pressure on the rim. So initially, I like what Bridges was doing here. He's getting his hands in the passing lanes. He needs to get his, hands to be a little bit more active, mirroring the ball. But then he just, at the end, left his hands down, and that allowed for the easy pass. You got to keep your hands in those passing lanes to mirror the ball the entire possession, not just 50% of it. Jalen Bridges is just a really mature player, and it shows in his game for being a fifth-year player, a senior. He's knocked down a bunch of threes this game, uses that pump fake to try to get to the hoop, draws the foul. Just savvy. Here we have the length of Bridges just wreaking havoc on the defensive end, and this is where I think there's more growth to his game to come. Watch him just shoot the passing lane, almost come up with the steal. On this rep, I want you to pay attention to Bridges on the weak side of that zone, and I want you to watch him shoot the gap on this pass. Sees it, uses those long arms, creates another turnover. On this rep, I want you to pay attention to Bridges digging on the defensive glass. He boards it at about 5.7 rebounds per game. He'll stick his nose in there, and he'll get on the glass. I wanted to put this clip in here again just to illustrate the game is on the line. Baylor is storming back. Bridges, who's hit a bunch of threes in this game, is not going to just settle for threes. He's going to attack the close, get into the lane, cause some contact. He's an all-around player, man. He does a little bit of everything. He needs to tighten up his handle at the next level, but that can be worked on with reps. I think he can contribute in his first year to any team because he does a little bit of everything. And he's an 82% free throw shooter. He's not a liability on any end of the floor. On this rep, I want you to pay attention to the shot clock. There's only 8 seconds left. Baylor has stormed back. Bridges basically kept them in this game the entire way. And then the other stars started to kick in. But what I want you to pay attention to is the shot creation ability to go get his own shot. The end result doesn't matter. The fact that he could get his own shot was something very surprising for me to see on his tape. And that is it for me today, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments down below of Jalen Bridges, the 6'7", 220-pound, do-it-all, small forward / power forward. He's got a heater, man. Shoots that three ball at over 41%. He shoots the two at 50%. His overall field goal percentage is just under 50% at about 47, 48%. He'll get you 5.7 rebounds per game. He can really play some defense, has great instincts. He doesn't turn it over at all. One turnover a game. He'll give you a steal a game. He'll only give you 1.4 assists per game, but that's okay. He can get better at reading the defense and facilitating at the next level. He's not going to be asked to score as much at the next level. But I really appreciate all the support. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Become a channel member. You'll be able to get these videos right now before anybody else. If you're a channel member at any level for a limited time, typically it's a star level member or higher who gets the videos early. But right now, for a limited time, all channel members will be able to get the content early. Don't forget to comment on this. I'm really interested in this prospect. I think there's way more potential than anybody's talking about in the mainstream media. Again, thank you for everything. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.